Elastic wrap is one of my all-time favorite watercolor techniques. So for this one, I'm going to first create some vertical lines lightly with pencil across my taped down watercolor paper. Then for this one, I want to maintain a bit of the vertical divide. So I'm going to use a smaller paintbrush and I'm going to start laying down some very juicy color. I normally, if I was doing a full sheet, I would paint the whole surface with water and then I would drop in the color. But because I'm doing the verticals, I kind of want a little bit of definition between each of those sections as I change different colors working in this purple pinky analogous color family. So I'm just continuing to wet across the page, drop in more color, and I'm not really worrying about what happens when the stripes meet. I'm letting the lines get a little fuzzy, knowing that in the end it's going to create enough of an illusion to that vertical striping, especially with the way I'm going to apply the plastic wrap. At this point, I wanted to beef up my colors a little bit more, so I decided to pop in some red from another color palette as well as a different kind of pink that I had in my travel palette, just to really get some bold purples, pinks, reds, so that I have plenty of different color variation to achieve the stripy look that I'm going for in this piece. Now that everything's painted, it's time for the plastic wrap. You can tear your strips off ahead of time, or you can do it in the moment if you're pretty fast. So I'm tearing off small sections, I'm stretching it very tightly and then pressing it down and then using my nails to really kind of help emphasize those vertical stripes. So small sections, stretch it, use your nails to scratch it down, press it down, and then you want to make sure that you work pretty quickly, because if your paint starts to dry underneath, the dry areas are not going to actually pick up the texture from the plastic wrap. And with this technique, anywhere the plastic touches, it's going to push and pull the pigment and the wetness underneath it on the paper around. And then I noticed I jumped around a little bit because I noticed different sections were drying faster than others. So everything's pressed down, making sure everything is nice and attached, and then you let it dry overnight. And then the next morning, the big reveal. I love this technique so much. It works fabulous for background treatments in paintings. It works great if you're making collage papers. It's wonderful to draw back into, paint back into. The possibilities are endless. So if you try plastic wrap technique, please tag me so I can see how your results turn out. Till next time.